Welcome to Coffee Time Astrology with me, your host, Lisa Michelle. We are here to talk about your big three in astrology today. The big three is your sun, moon and rising sign, and wow, can I say, when you know your big three, you pretty much can do so much with that information. It's powerful, it's impactful in a really powerful and positive way. Lots of P's there, powerful, positive and impactful. Okay, so we are going to look at your sun, moon and rising signs today, and you're going to download your birth chart. If you do not have this already, you can download this for free. Yes, free on astro.com. That's astro.com. So get your birth chart. Let's go through your sun, moon and rising signs and see what makes you tick. What are your challenges? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And how do you resonate with your big three? Okay, so your sun sign is your identity, it's your life purpose, it's how you show up in the world. It is the core essence of who you are. It is the sign that you probably know the most about because it's a sign that we read about in our horoscopes. Your moon sign is your instinct, it's your emotions, it's your mood, your habits, it's your relationship with your mother or how you are maternally as a mother as well. And your rising sign is the mask that you wear. It's your physical appearance. It's how people perceive you. It's the first impression that people have of you and the first impression that you give to people. With a rising sign, if you're Gemini, for example, you may come across when first people meet you as very chatty, very charming, very intelligent, very adaptable, very much a social butterfly. You're going to be the person that everybody has their eye on when you walk into a room because you always have a story to tell, because you've always learned about something interesting that you want to share and communicate with people, whether you know them or not. As a Gemini rising, this is the mask that you wear. This is the first impression that you give. You're going to be very chatty, very charming and very sociable. As a Gemini moon, Geminis like to learn. They're curious. They like to think things through. And having Mercury as the planet ruler, they like to communicate what they feel. They like to communicate and talk about what they love. And because they like to think through their feelings, at times they can feel very anxious and they can be a little highly strung. I'm a Gemini moon and I totally resonate with this because when I love something, I love to talk about it and I will talk non-stop about it. It is Gemini moon all over me that if I love a subject, you cannot shut me up. But I'm also Taurus rising and Capricorn sun. So for me, my curious and scatty mind in 100 places and thoughts being elsewhere and my conversation in my head being 3 different conversation subject matters ahead of the one I'm on now, I absolutely resonate with. But my Taurus rising and my very, very stern and steady Capricorn sun keeps that Gemini moon in check. So if you've got a Gemini moon, let me know how you resonate with your Gemini moon. I'm always curious to see what other placements you've got and how you work with your Gemini moon. But I love learning. I'm very curious. As a Gemini moon, you're going to be able to learn in depth a subject that you love and you're passionate about, but you will find it hard to understand or deal with feelings and emotions. You'll have to think everything through. You're a big thinker. As a Taurus rising, for example, you're going to come across to people as being very calm, very stable, very sensible. You'll just have this very calm demeanor about you. There may be something about your voice or your neck or your throat, because Taurus body parts are the neck and throat. And I, as a Taurus rising, was a professional singer for nearly 20 years. And I use my neck and my throat to communicate every day through astrology, and interestingly, later down the line we will learn about Mercury, but my Mercury, the planet of communication, is in my 10th house of my public reputation, my career, of Aquarius, and Aquarius is the sign of astrology. So I very much exhibit and feel that I resonate with my Taurus rising sign because I use my voice, I have a long neck, I am very calm on the outside, but my Gemini moon tells me something different because I'm very highly strung and anxious and always thinking about something else with my Gemini moon. A moon in Taurus, you're going to have the need to feel secure. You're generally going to feel calm. You're going to be quite serene, and you may not like change because Taurus likes their comfort zone and they don't like change very much. But you're very stubborn in the sense that if somebody hurts you or somebody affects you negatively, you will hold a grudge and you will hold on to that grudge, and you won't even enter a conversation with them. You will just turn your back and walk away. Or if you really are pushed, like that Taurus bull, you will be like a bull to a red rag for sure. But Taurus is generally very calm, very serene, likes to be comfortable, likes things to be at a slower pace, and really doesn't like change very much. So if they are, as a Taurus moon, made to change or get outside of their comfort zone and made to feel uncomfortable, then you'll see the wrath of the Taurus bull, and they can very much be set off and lose their temper if they are pushed. But it takes a hell of a lot to push a Taurus. And a Taurus moon, if they feel that their personal space, their personal home, or anything personal to them is threatened, then run a mile. So I really hope you've enjoyed my first episode of my podcast, just looking at the sun, moon and rising signs, and I hope that you've enjoyed a couple of the examples that I've given you of the moon and rising signs in particular, because most people know their sun sign. So I just wanted to show you really a little sample of how the moon and the rising sign looks and feels in the Big 3 birth chart reading. So remember, get your free birth chart on astro.com. Take a look at the positions of the signs, the planets and the houses, and there is so much information out there available online. What I'm going to be doing here is bringing some bite-sized chunks of information around the signs, the planets and the houses, and then maybe we'll explore the aspects as well when we explore getting a little bit more advanced with it, when you feel a bit more comfortable with the basics. And then, my gosh, you have so much power in your hands to take accountability and take ownership of your life, to create this new and better way of living in understanding yourself through the lens of astrology, by knowing your birth chart, knowing your signs, houses and planets, and how you can work with the positive ones to embrace those and enhance and improve your life, and how you can work with the more challenging aspects in your birth chart to just make life a lot easier, more bearable, and build your strength and develop and grow and nurture who you are to become a better version of you. And if you haven't done so already, head on over to my YouTube, Instagram and TikTok channels and follow me over there as well, because I upload videos pretty much every day for both tarot and astrology. This is Coffee Time Astrology, where we talk all things astrology, which will include a little bit of tarot as well. But if you love tarot, then head on over to Carrie Tarot and Astrology, where I talk all things tarot and astrology and upload videos pretty much every day. So head on over, Coffee Time Astrology and Carrie Tarot and Astrology. subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a video so you do not miss out. Because if, like me, you love astrology and tarot, you do not want to miss out. So I'll see you next time.